We are live.
Woohoo!
Hello, Mary. Try and sort this one out. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about fish. Fish. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Instrumental break. Let's talk about fish, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. 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 Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about fish. Let's talk about fish. Fish.
Yeah.
Play that one, okay?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Goodness.
I was
How are
trying
you,
to figure out
Mary?
what I did with my. How are you? I was looking for my coffee
good.
cup. What did I do with it?
I don't know.
It has disappeared.
Mine does that all the time.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's got a
Let's
mind
see.
of its own. Because
I
it's a
got a
mug
new
on a mug.
position here. New position here, and
Looks good.
I did this to try to see some tanks, but I'm blocking them. You know what I can do? I can change the camera, and I think that will give us.
You are just getting all fancy.
Let's try that.
Moon boots. Glad you got that mosquito.
It didn't change it. What? Come on, change.
Uh-oh.
That's
Dogs barking as usual.
there. Is that it? I don't know. I can't tell. I'm so befuddled. What camera is it on? Gotta be. Gotta be. All right, there's the 40. Is that the 40?
Oh, looking good.
Yeah, and you should. Oh, there's the 40 long. You just got a little bit of it. Oh well, we'll try to do the 40. Whatever. Goodness sakes. Let's see. Let me get over to YouTube text and see who's here. Chris Trapp. Starting right as the football game goes to halftime. Patricia. Hello, Patricia. Moon Boots. Smacked and killed a mosquito. Did you feed it to your fish? Roman Sharonk. Hello, Roman. Jordan's Fish Tanks. Hello, hello. Petraman. John Heaton. Snake Plissken. Some shrimp in some of my planted tanks, and they keep my biofilter spotless. Haven't touched it in 6 months. Yeah, well, a well-balanced tank will not even get algae on the glass. I do not have, now that I've changed cameras, I can't show you. I don't have algae on my glass. Now, I do in the saltwater tank, but there's something else going on.
Roman.
What's Roman saying?
Oh, he couldn't hear me. I had myself muted.
New York City fish keeper. Boots Mary, Chris Trapp. Are many old Florida fish farms still around, or have they mostly been sold off and turned into neighborhoods? A lot of them have. Of the 120 that were here back in the 60s, there are about 20 or 25 left. Might be as many as 30. A lot of them are leased out. People come in, they lease the farm, or they rent a pond for a year or two and then move on when the fortune they made on paper doesn't pan out in the water. And that happens a lot. Sandy Diamond, grocery shopping, and the live chat came on. Well, what you need to keep us posted on what you're buying there, Sandy. And the local Austin. Hello, hello. Oh dear. Moonboot said mosquito got the last left a stain on my shirt. No doubt your own blood. Carol Cox. Hello, hello.
Oh, no. Oh, come on, Internet. It's giving me trouble, always. Okay. I guess y'all can still see me. I lost you guys.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Discus babies from February are laying eggs. You go, Petraman. Wow. That's amazing. That's like, what's that? 9 months?
Mm-hmm.
He's got 9-month-old discus spawning. Wow.
I know it.
That's impressive.
Okay, now's when I can't catch up with typing in all the hellos. So, hello, everyone coming in.
Lucas is saying he might sell his fish house and move to Southwest Florida. Well, that would be exciting, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
It really would. Get him down here. Glory. We'd take over the
You
world.
would love that.
You bet.
That would be awesome.
Irene Van Doel. Hello, Irene. Nice to see you. Imre was commenting on chat earlier today. So nice to have you guys here.
Hello, Irene. So many people have jumped in here. I love when everybody just comes in at once, and it's like exciting because we get all of our friends coming in.
Really? What do we got? 30 in? 30 in. How many?
Okay.
30 in. Well, we need to work on the thumbs up here.
Yeah, let's give it a thumbs up.
We're about
Patricia's got a question for you. She said she notices that the sand in one of my tanks is looking black underneath it. Should I be concerned? The water tests are fine. So that's something that happens a lot with dirty tanks.
Yeah, it's pretty common. No, don't be concerned about it. It's not an issue at all. If it starts creeping up to the top, put another inch of sand in. In other words, if it starts working its way up to the top of the sand, then just add a little more sand to cap it. But otherwise, it's not going to be a problem. I do remember those babies. That was a saga. And he managed to keep everyone. How many did you grow out, Petraman? Oh, and Irene said, I found cherry barbs for the first time. Got a little school from like 20 with my trio of green lantern platies and 2 Julies.
All right.
Nice, nice.
I would love some of the, is it the longfin cherry barbs? I think those are neat little fish.
They are pretty, aren't they? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They look almost like a little longfin goldfish. They're really pretty.
Discerning observer says it appears when my Icarus spawned, they unleashed a massive amount of anaerobic gases from my substrate. I have algae growing everywhere now. What to do? They didn't release anaerobic gas. What they released was nutrients. So you simply have a lot of nutrients now in the water column. The best way to deal with that is recap it if you need to, get it leveled out, and then do some water changes. The simplest way is to do water changes. You can put a lot more plants in and begin to work that down. You're muted again, Mary.
Yeah, I had to clear my throat.
Oh. Just do water changes.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure
Did I
you
see
get it.
Lori come in? There's Lori. Hey, girl.
There
She was on Aquafunk, and that was so much fun. Love seeing you around, Lori. We need more of Lori.
Oh, she was up on the channel.
She was on the Funky channel.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. We've
And
had her
hello,
up
everybody
here,
lurking.
it was a long time ago. It's been a long
Mhm.
time since she's been up. We need to get her back up.
Oh, yes.
Lady Middle
Hi,
had scored a
GRB.
3-gallon top fin. Also set up a 10 for shrimp and guppies. Let's see, GRB. Hello,
Oh.
GRB. Look at
How are
that.
you? Oh, Scott was asking about nice coffee table books. I have a few back here. I love my George Farmer aquascaping book. And I've got the Wallstat book, Encyclopedia Encyclopedia of Aquarium Plants, and then just fish health. I love this little book.
I don't have a coffee table.
Me
I keep
neither.
knocking mine on the floor.
Hi, Fish Ranch Home.
Oh, here's a good one.
Scott's
Fishes of the Orinoco.
Oh, that's a good one. Hey, Kevin. I missed so many hellos.
Let's get some pics.
I tell you who. Oh, that's nice. And what was that one again? Show us the cover of it.
Fishes of the Orinoco.
Oh, nice.
This is one that Alex was promoting, this guy, and I got it through him.
I was getting ready to say, Alex, The Secret History. He has a lot of books. He knows all the nice books.
Let's see. John Keaton found bugs on his water hyacinth. They're white about the size of a grain of salt, and they're cobwebs on the leaves and stalks. What are these bugs? I'm going to think of it in a minute, and I know what they are. They're a weevil.
Oh, are they?
I think so. If they're making webs and they're white, they're a weevil. So what they're doing is sucking the juices out of the plant. What you can do is rinse them into the water, and the fish will eat them. You may need to do that kind of routinely, but you'll be able to get control of it that way. Mites or aphids. Snake said aphids or mites.
Aphids. Let's see. Chris Trapp was wondering, is it better to collect sunken driftwood or the under the water driftwood? Sunken driftwood or dry driftwood? As long as it's hardwood, right? You're just going to have to get it to where it'll sink.
Well, hardwood is not going to break down as quickly. Is it better to collect sunken driftwood or dry deadwood on land? A sunken driftwood is better. It's because it won't float. It's already sunk. It's already waterlogged. Plus, if it's well aged, it's also already thoroughly cleaned out. Doesn't have any organics left in it except for the wood fiber itself.
And sometimes there's some good little stuff in it that'll feed your aquarium, create that food web.
Right. That's right. You bet.
Hello, Dirty Doug.
Laurie is posting Alex's site.
Well, do you see this? Dirty Doug says, hello, Father Fish and Mary. I've been watching for over a year. Finally got enough nerve to chat. Well, welcome.
Well, look at this.
Glad you're here.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Hey, Whips.
Let me get Dirty Dog a wrench Or the
Yes.
duck.
You've been here that
Or
long
the
with
duck.
us?
My, is that wonderful?
Oh, let's see.
Nice to have you up. Having
Irene says
trouble
she's
finding frozen bloodworms and brine shrimp. What can I feed my bettas and African dwarf frogs? Don't want to feed them pellets. Probably what you need to do. Imre
pepper.
has got some pretty good resurrection jar type environments. See if you can't collect some wild material and try to get a Daphne culture going. Imre should be able to help you with that. Um, that'll give you something a little bigger. You can also find worms in the wild, so that's another way to do that. Culture them in a separate container. Try to develop a heavy enough culture that you can take them out with a fine mesh net or whatever and feed them. That's probably the best way to do it is to develop a culture. And Daphne are an easy one to do. You can also do scuds. You, if you can locate scuds, they're also pretty easy to culture,
Hmm.
and they're really an excellent food and would work very well for bettas and frogs as well. Try those. Uh, it's cold now, but mosquito larvae are always good,
Right.
and the frogs
Or
will
as
take it.
Moon Boots was just killing mosquitoes, just feed them the whole mosquito.
Right now, the other thing you can do is you can buy fishing worms. The red wigglers are best because they're small, and then cut them in tiny pieces. Also, you can feed any kind of fish, raw fish. You want to use the knife to scrape fish off. Don't cut chunks of it. Scrape it so you get very fine pieces. And the frog and betta will both eat those. That's a really good food for both of them. And that's an easy one to do. You can also do shrimp, regular eating food shrimp. Buy a few of them raw, or if you buy them for your dinner, hold a few out that are raw, freeze them, and then scrape them to get very fine particles. And you can feed that to both the frogs and the betta, and they will love you.
Hmm. They sure will. Less than
Listen,
one
it
hour
is,
of maintenance. All
yeah,
right, Snake.
for 16 tanks a month. You bet. I know it. It's amazing, isn't it, Snake? You know, I my tanks go without maintenance for so long, they begin to look neglected. Like
Let's see, John.
this one, like this one over here that has 6 inches of water down. I forgot why I did that. There was a reason, but I haven't had the gumption to go out and drag my neighbor's hose over here to fill it
I know,
because
I know that
because
feeling. I have to go to the
yeah,
well and
I have
I
to
have to
do
fill
more
these
than one.
up.
If I'm going to do that, I got to do them all.
Yeah.
I feed my
Hello,
bettas
Elaine.
scallops. Patricia feeds scallops. What a great food.
Oh yeah.
Oh, beautiful food. Same deal. You can scrape it with like a steak knife, a serrated knife, and it'll scrape off little pieces.
Let's
eBay
see.
has Scots and Daphne and Moena cultures. Wow, that's interesting. eBay, well, they're in Europe. They may not be able to get it, but it's worth a try. eBay has Scots, Daphne, and Moena cultures. Very
That's it.
cool.
I didn't know you could get it on eBay, so that's pretty cool. See,
Yeah,
John
Moena.
Heaton.
Yeah, Moena is a small Daphne. Um, it's used to feed small fish. We had a culture. Actually, we still have a culture going here in Southwest Florida that's about 50 years old. It was started by Harry Speck in about 1970. and he kept it until he died and passed it on. He passed it on to a lot of people, but there's still folks who are keeping that same culture going. That's a
Wow.
culture of Moena.
Why do I hear a cat? Sorry. Let's see. John Heaton. Oh, he's got another bug in the aquarium. Hey, Greg. There's another bug in John Heaton's aquarium. White in color, size of a flea. Live on the water surface and jumps like a flea. Oh, those are. Can't think of the name. You see them all the time at lakes and stuff. Well, I guess.
Jumping spiders? No. Yeah, I know what they are too.
Yeah. Me too, Scott.
Let's see. Snake
strider.
cat tanks as a child. Water strider? No, it's not a water strider. Water strider is bigger and is a beetle that actually swims. Doob's World is starting his contest tanks. What contest, Doob's?
All right.
Tell us about the contest. So I talked with Lee. Lee was up Friday. Petroman. He was on the Friday stream. Came up for about 15, 20 minutes. He's had a serious relapse. Amounted to a stroke. I mean, it acted like a stroke. He is recovering, but he's having a hard go of it. So it was really nice to have him up and have a chance to talk with him for a while.
And he had a new little kitten. So
he does.
There's Ian Atkins.
Atkins Nature Aquariums. Hey, Atkins.
Oh, we got a great crowd. We got 45 watching, and it looks like 33 likes. So if y'all would please hit that like button.
Yeah, I got 47 showing. Nice.
All right. Sounds like I'm going to have to put a cat outside. It's meowing. Trying to get under the door.
Let's see. Atkins. Recommend Carolina Biological Supply as a source of Daphne Scott's Moena. Yeah, absolutely, John. Carolina Biological has been around, my God, I don't know how old they are. Probably 75 years old. They've been around forever and are just a wonderful source for all kinds of projects. They're especially geared up for school projects.
Okay.
But you can get any kind of biological equipment, laboratory equipment, as well as things like the food and a lot of microscopic product, a lot of slides, just always anything you can think of having to do with a laboratory or a fish room.
Oh, that's some neat stuff. I want a microscope. Sorry, my chat keeps disappearing. So I'm not doing too well watching the chat. Come on. I'm living in a metal box. It happens. Hey, Jeremy.
PJ Palmer, hello, hello. Oh, Whip is here. There he is, Whip's World. Hey, Whip's World. Nice to see you.
All right, Lady Metalhead.
Aquascaping contests. I still didn't get where these contests are from. Maybe how are you making contact with the contests, dudes?
Yes. Is it something where you live, or is it like an online kind of contest? Excuse me.
Snake
Hello,
Bliskin.
Fish and Shrimp by Rich.
Any suggestions for food I can buy for red bellies? Red belly what? Red belly piranha? Currently feeding bloodworms, red Michigan worms. and water bugs, red bellies, red belly sliders, red belly
yeah.
piranhas. What red bellies?
Hey, T-Bone.
T-Bone.
Oh, shoot.
Jeremy.
I'm in top chat.
Jeremy? Where's Jeremy? There he is. Jeremy.
Okay. Doob says it's all online.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Red belly piranhas.
Okay. Fingers.
Go to the supermarket and buy fish, raw fish. You can buy little ones, big ones, chop them up and feed them. Go fishing, catch some fish. You can catch little minnows and stuff. The piranha will eat almost anything, so long as it's meat. They are not vegetarians. They're strict carnivores. But boy, they'll eat anything. A really good food is any kind of invertebrate like shrimp, scallops, I mentioned earlier, fish. Those are the perfect foods for them. You can feed them cow. I don't recommend it. I used to recommend it. I don't anymore because chicken is better. So you can feed them chicken. You can feed them chicken with the feathers on. I wouldn't do that.
Right on, Alan.
Yeah, piece of.
Let's see who else said something. Let me go through. Sorry, like I said, my chat keeps kind of going in and out.
4 female and 2 male cherry barbs.
Yeah.
How many more can I add? In a 20. Is it? Yeah, a 20. You got 6 cherry barbs. They're fairly small, an inch long. I would try to get upwards of 20. 10 would be a good number. Yeah, you've got 6. Yeah, 3 or 4 more. Get it up to 10. That would be a good number.
Hello, Plant Project. And Doob says it's online, and he has posted a link for a few of the examples of past winners. Oh, you can maybe you could click onto it if you wanted to. Who was it? I think it was Aquafinity. Maybe was saying that there were some things going on, and he would submit, contest entries for people. I saw that on a post of it. I believe it's Aquafinity.
2015-16. What is this I'm looking at here?
Okay, yep, Moon Boots. Moon Boots said eggs. Like eggs feeding eggs.
What kind of eggs? Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Look at this. This is top level stuff here.
It sure is.
Top level stuff. Grand prize. Here we go. 2015.
Dude, we want to see what you do.
Contest. Really? I've seen these. They are spectacular, aren't they?
They really are.
Amazing.
I forget what his name is, but there's I
am constantly impressed with the depth that these portray.
Yes.
It just really impresses me.
The layers, the depth.
12 inches, in 12 to 18 inches, they can get what looks like yards and yards of depth. Just amazing.
That is, look at that.
Stunning, aren't they?
It is stunning. And the scale, really. Look at the fish in that one. Look how beautiful the little, I guess those were cherry barbs or I don't know what it was in there, but they looked really beautiful in there. That's gorgeous.
Amazing.
Gorgeous. I like watching Green Aqua and George Farmer, and they're always bringing, these incredible contests, and it's just, wow. Someday,
Yeah,
I'm going to
impressive
learn to
stuff.
do that. Now, right now, this is about the best. I'm getting plants growing, but I don't know how to do all that yet.
Well, you know how they do this. They spend they will spend 6 months
Yeah,
putting one of these things together, and they take pictures of it and then tear it down and start
right.
another one. So
Doesn't it just
you know
kill you?
it's not what we're doing. It just
Right.
it could
These
be. I
are
mean, we could
contest
do that.
tanks.
Yeah, they're
But
contest
gosh,
tanks. They
Dude
are
says that if
stunning.
he gets into the top 100, he will be over the moon. Well, I wish you luck. I think
Oh,
you
I
can do it.
guess
Here's Roman.
there's there's Roman with his funny screen again.
Oh no, Roman, it's doing it again.
Is it? Oh, that's
Yes,
Yeah.
frustrating.
sir.
Ever since I
Ah,
did an update on my phone, it's been acting up. I used to be able to come up and show you guys stuff.
Yes.
I
How is it?
remember back when.
And we love when
Right.
you come up.
So it's still like that now? I've
Yeah.
moved positions.
No, it's same thing. Still doing
Okay,
it.
I'll say goodnight then and say sorry for the inconvenience.
Thank you,
Oh, never.
Roman.
Please come back
Love
every
you.
time and we'll
I'll,
do
I'll
it till
try
you get
again sometime.
Okay.
Okay.
Bless
Love
you,
Bye-bye.
you,
Roman.
Roman. Oh, that's a shame because I love when Roman comes up. But I don't know what it's doing, Roman. Maybe you can see my camera here. Do you see right there? That's what you look like. Well, that one is
Yeah.
you. Can you see it? Oh, shoot. I just canceled somebody. Whoops. Hope I didn't block someone. Sorry.
Look at this.
Wow.
This is a hedge funder. That's I don't know how many. I think that's 15,000 gallons. There
Wow.
was a video of this. Is the whole house. It's a massive, massive undertaking. When this was first put together, I poo-pooed it because it did not look like he was going to be able to do live coral. But boy, did he make a fool of me. That is amazing.
That is
Loaded with
beyond
coral,
amazing.
loaded with fish. He's got another 30,000 gallons behind the scenes, two two levels down.
Hey,
Just
John.
absolutely amazing. A multi-million-dollar installation.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible? Just
That
incredible.
is incredible. Hmm. Oh, I haven't seen that, Dubes. Hey, John Sua. Right, Roman. We'll get it straightened out. Excuse me. Hey, Guppy Grass
John
Galore.
Sua. Hey, John Sua. Good to see you. John Heaton. Oh, well.
Pepper. Yes, some people can make their own ocean. It's just fascinating when you see all these incredible tanks like that.
Oh, that's Ray Cruz is saying they have a $25,000 Picasso tank.
Oh,
And
wow.
and a couple of small ones besides
Mm.
that are not on display yet. Yeah, just everything that money can buy.
Hello, Howard.
Yeah, Jason, I know.
I'm
Ain't it the truth?
happy with 5
Atkins.
gallons.
Yeah. Oh,
It is
listen.
inspiring.
Who was it? Brother Abernathy over on
Hmm.
Discord. His seahorses, pygmy seahorses that he got last summer have spawned,
Oh, cool.
and he's got babies.
That is
So we're
cool.
trying to set up a system so we can keep them alive. He's
Well,
in San Diego.
I've still got my other blue ball speck like this that I'm saving for seahorses. And there's Shelby.
Right.
Hey, girl.
Where is she? There she is here fishing.
Yep.
Hey, girl. Nice to see you. Shelby. Breeding electric blue cichlids. I was 7 Florida, Michigan, 200 ppm well water. Well, the water will be perfect. That won't be a problem at all. The trick for breeding cichlids is food. You got to get the female egged up, which means you need to feed her pretty heavily. The best way to do that is set them up in a bare tank and just feed them quality food. Fish is the best food. Best food for fish is fish. So if you chop up fish or scrape it, small pieces, feed them 2 or 3 times a day. And in a matter of a week, the female will be egged up. Now, I recommend you keep them separate. If they're fighting with each other. If the male shows any aggression at all, get the female egged up separately, and then once she is, and you can tell she'll just have a fat belly that'll be kind of a permanent fat belly, and put her in with the male, and they'll spawn in a matter of hours, a day at the outside. Guppy grass ball saltwater tank set up for 30 years. Wow, cool. George's. Sunset Chat. Hey, Sunset.
We love you too, Snake.
You bet.
All right, have I missed? I thought I missed something, but I'm looking, just making sure. Dubes was talking about the tank the guy can dive into in his living room. That would be pretty wild. Just have a tank you could
go swimming in.
Right.
George's fish room. Hello. I had a 500 gallon, not a huge tank, but it was 10 foot long. It was 2 foot front to back and about 3 foot tall. What's that? 10, 20, 60. 500 gallons. We got in it occasionally.
Discerning. He says anybody got a crazy uncle that came for Thanksgiving. No, but there's different versions of that. Cousins, moms, dads, aunts.
Right. Getting spinning wheel of death tonight. No
signal. Talking about the internet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's doing it to me, but I think mine's on my end.
Freaky fish lady. Hello.
Holly.
Diet and clean water. Atkins says. Yeah. And if you're going to feed them heavily, you got to keep that water clean. So you need to do continuous water changes every 2 or 3 days. If you really want to push them hard, that's the way to do it. Get her egged up and they'll spawn right away.
Crazy ant.
Dude, crazy ant. Who's this?
Somebody's coming.
Roman.
Looky there. You got it.
Yeah, this is an old cell phone. I'm just using it for tonight to get on the stream here.
Nice.
I want to show you my lace, my Madagascar lace plant.
There it is.
Oh,
hey, Cassie B.
Oh, wow.
You can see all the. We can see all the nice.
Oh my word! Yeah, look at it.
In the leaves, and then
what's the biggest leaf you got in there?
I don't know. It's at least 18 inches long, I think.
Oh my goodness!
That's amazing.
Incredible.
There are a couple of different kinds, but there is that one that gets enormous.
I asked this a couple of weeks ago on the stream. I have this empty tank now because I sold off my cherry barbs that I'd bred, and I just wondering what I should put in there. I was thinking of trying some Africans, because I haven't had Africans ever, I don't think.
Do Tanganyikas. like shell dwellers or Julidochromous.
I was thinking of Julie's, but I don't know if a 20 high is big enough for Julie's or not.
Yeah, you're only going to do 3 or 4.
Well, all right then.
They get about 3 inches. That would be all right.
Do I need more rock work for them, or is that sufficient?
Yeah, you do. You do. And I would give them put some more sand in it.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that would be a cool fish.
I might try that then. The Julies are the long, thin fish with stripes on them.
No, they're not long fin. They're torpedo shaped.
That's
And
what
they come in several different patterns. There are 3 or 4 different species of Julidochromous. Marlarai, ornatus. I don't remember the others. But look and see what you can find.
Yeah, there's one store that near me that specializes in cichlids, in the African. So I'll go and have a look. All right, thank you very much. I'm glad I could get up for you.
I am too, Roman. Nice to see you.
Looking fantastic. That is beautiful. Look at that. Ooh.
Here, fishy
So
sanders fought and fought and fought. They do that, don't they? Cassie B. Hello, lady. Delighted to see you. Been watching your decoration videos. Yeah, come on up. Come on up. Be nice to chat with you.
That's my buddy. We were going to try to stream last night, and at the last minute, I had to cancel because the new grandbaby. So
yes.
I wanted to apologize to her because I'm ready to hang out with her. And I hope you guys will join us when we do.
George's Fish Room. Be uploading my first video about starting a fish club in Mexicali, Mexico. That's wonderful, George.
All right.
That's exciting. Good job. Dubes World. Sandy Diamond. Shout out. Shout out. Shout out. Shout out.
Yes.
Shout out, right? You bet.
Sandy is a nice lady, guys. She has been in the community, and she's got a small channel that I'd like to see her get a few people over there and see her grow.
Amen. Amen.
Fresh and salt fishing.
Yeah, we put her link up last time. What happened to me? I lost you.
Here I am.
I wasn't looking. You've been gone for an hour, I think.
Cassie says she's too full from dinner. Too bad. Get up here. I'm just kidding.
Moon boats. Talking about that incredible plant, the Madagascar.
I know. I think he wins the prize for the best Madagascar lace.
Atkins says he's got one with 20-inch leaves.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to have a contest now. Monster Madagascar lace contest.
Really.
Oh,
Jason.
Here, Fishy. She was just born the 24th. So, sorry, Bob Fish. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Who are you talking about? Oh, the baby.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here's the deal, Jason. When you get a pair of cichlids spawning, and they produce anywhere between 100 and 1,000 fry, you don't want to try to raise them all. Pull out 25 to 50. 50 if it's an absolutely remarkable fish. 25 if it's not worth $10 a piece. Then hold back 25, raise those 25, use the others as feeders. You can feed them to anything and everything, and they'll all love it. You can even put them in a separate tank and feed them a little heavier to get them a little bigger. But use those as feeders, and then grow up. If you want to wait 2 to 3 weeks, and then just pull the biggest ones, that's a good way to do it. But but control it. Otherwise, it'll be out of control and you will not succeed because you'll wind up with way too many fish in much too small a tank, and they'll get stunted, they'll get sick, they'll start dying. It'll be a mess. So just hold back a reasonable number, not 500 out of 1,000, a reasonable number, not even 100, unless you got something really crazy. Hold back, 25. If it's a fish that gets real big, fewer than that even. And just grow those out. Now, I'm talking about cichlids now. I'm not talking about tetras. Tetras are completely different. Whatever you hatch, you can grow out and get to a decent size, even if it's hundreds. But for discus, you really have to limit the number of fish you're trying to grow out. Otherwise, you just get in trouble. BJ, take care, BJ.
Let's see what else is happening. We had a few more people come in. Hello and welcome. Oh,
Jason, yeah.
Fresh and Salt Fishing Florida says he's got a little baby sword spine snook and it's holding strong.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Oh, and Jason was wondering if a 20-gallon would be, or would it not allow enough territorial space? Would that be too small of a tank to do what he's wanting to do?
Fish. Yeah, if they're 2 to 3 inch fish, you can do it. If they're 4 to 5 inch fish, you're pushing it. Anything over that, you can't do it. But a 2 to 3 inch fish, maybe even 4 inches, if it's a pair, you can do it and you can get away with it in a 20. The issue is if they're jammed up too close, the male can get aggressive. If they're not spawning instantly, he's likely to kill the female. So you have to be cautious about that.
Thank you, Fish Keeper.
Fresh and Salt Fishing.
Yeah.
Anyone else owns sword spine snook? Don't know what that is.
Sounds like something
Channel.
cool, though.
Yeah, it does. Oh, I was watching I was hoping Rohan would stop in. I did catch him on Discord last night. I've been watching videos about native cultures in the Himalayas. I didn't realize how vast that country is. It's immensely vast. Rohan lives in the southern part in a fairly developed, sophisticated city. But there are large cultures of people living in the north, I guess, who are living very, very primitive lifestyles. And it's just remarkable. There was one fish that was the prize fish of a particular village, or I guess a particular people. Can't remember what it was called now. The golden something fish. And he, the golden tiger, I guess. It's a fish about 2 foot long, the one that was caught with stripes on it, like tiger stripes. Obviously an extremely aggressive fighting fish from very cold fresh water coming down into the rivers from the Himalayas. But it's just been cool. It's been remarkable watching these videos. It's part of the Slice series, if any of you have seen that. A lot of cultural, anthropological videos about extant living cultures of primitive people. Just remarkable.
Hello, Dennis and Jess from Maine's Tail Fur and Fins. How are you, ladies?
Goodness sakes. Hey, Jess, Thanksgiving. But thank you for your Thanksgiving greeting. I didn't get
Oh, my goodness.
That was lovely, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Fish Keeper. Oh, asking everyone to give Aquafinity some support. I think, did I do that? I'm going to have to go over and look now.
Yeah.
think I did.
Oh, Tam says she's going to send you a picture of the electric blue Aquara babies. They are getting
Oh,
big
nice.
and all colored up so beautifully. That is
Nice.
great. Hey, Crystals.
Yes, I'm subscribed.
Oh my
I am
gosh, I'm going to
subscribed.
faint. Fishman. Fishman is here. How are you? Sorry, I
Nice
didn't
to
mean to
see
fan
you.
out there a minute. Watch.
Oh, God, yeah.
What a great,
Oh,
oh my gosh, what a great crowd.
Crystal's here. Hi, Crystal.
Yes, she is.
How are you, my
Oh, yeah.
love? Alan Tooth
Alan,
is here.
he's got
Oh,
some
my.
beautiful German blue ram fry, and they're
Yeah,
doing good.
Alan, I need to get some rams from you. I can't do anything with store-bought rams. It's just hopeless. I've been getting them from my wholesaler, and I don't know what they're doing. I think they're bringing them in from the Far East. That'll hold up more in a few days. What is this? Jason Peculiar as Marley Fry. Oh, wonderful. Post the link to that, Jason.
Yes.
That's the Gilodachromis I was mentioning to Roman. Well, two different breeds of Oscars breed. There are no two different breeds of Oscars. There is only one breed of Oscars. They're different color morphs, but it's the same species of fish. So any of the color morphs of Oscars will spawn. Absolutely.
Just neat fish. I like Oscars.
They are.
Someday.
Fishman, nice to see you, Fishman. Here, Fishy.
Hello, Jay.
GRB, Jason. Roman, maybe look at keeping a single species of Julie and some other tang species too. They're really peaceful fish until they spawn. Yeah, you could do Jolies and shell dwellers. The shell dwellers stay pretty small, and the Jolies, they're pretty peaceful, like you said, until they spawn. And they raise their own fry, so it becomes a challenge. That's why people tend to do species tanks with Tanganyikas, because they will colony spawn. You can raise colonies of them where there will be several different classes and spawns going simultaneously. Scott, big crowd tonight. Yeah, how many we got in? We're up to 65. Wow.
Yes, I'm telling you, we've got a great crowd.
Chris is wanting to know how my roommate is. He's
Yeah.
still in intensive care. He's not. He doesn't have any feeling in his legs, so chances are he had a stroke and lost the use of his legs. He's 94 years old. He's holding his own, but I'm afraid he's going to wind up in a nursing home. He's going to need care.
Y'all lived together a long time, haven't you? You've shared a home and
we've
everything.
Been together.
Yeah, y'all been a long
almost
time.
Almost 5 years, I guess.
Hey, Aquatic Ness. Ness is here. Too Cooley for Schoolie.
Too Cooley for J. Blomquist.
Oh, Johnny was asking, and because you just did a video about this, but ask if you've ever kept piranhas, which didn't you just did one on that?
Well, it was an old video that Naresh cropped out from a live stream.
Okay.
And we posted it because it was certainly germane. He did a nice job of leading into it. Found some really good footage, B-roll of piranhas, and we got a nice picture at what's it called at the beginning. Witless.
Yeah, you want some? There's Aqua Funk, Cello, Funky.
Cello de you, Cello de you too. Cello de Aqua.
Welcome back, Tammy. She's been escaping her tank.
A heck of a time moving all my endlers to a different tank. I have to pull out 1,000 little flat rocks they're hiding under. Yeah, there's
Everywhere.
got to be a good trick for that. I don't know. Put a trap in. Jello Aqua! Petroman. Discus Talk is back. Hello, hello.
Yes.
Welcome back.
We've just got an all-star chat here with all of you wonderful
we do.
people.
Yeah, we may run over here. It's just too good. Too good to let go of.
My Cassie's
Thinking
here.
about keeping
All kind
a
of
baby
people.
redfish. Want to keep a baby redfish in fresh water. If you do that, keep it quietly because you don't want Florida fisheries to learn about it. I was talking with them some years ago with a gentleman who was retiring, and he was trying as best he could to create a way under the law for fish keepers in Florida to be able to keep undersized game fish. He couldn't do it. They could not figure out how to do it in such a way as to make it work. Now, there is a way to do it. The way to do it is for a farmer to purchase breeding stock, and that can be adult breeding stock, and he can spawn them in his farm and then sell them if you can prove provenance. In other words, prove that they are not wild caught, then you can do it. But that's precisely what it requires. You need to find a farmer who's willing to spawn them and then sell you some of the spawn. That way you can prove where they came from. It's called provenance, and it's fundamental to being able to keep otherwise restricted species.
I didn't realize that. And I was watching Predatory Fins today, and they said they were going to move from Florida because there were so many species they couldn't keep because of, y'all's laws there. I think they were going to like New York or something so they could have different fish. But if they have provenance, you can actually have them. Or some
but
of
see,
them, I
they're
guess.
dealing with a lot of fish that are not bred in captivity. A lot of the wild cats that they catch, a lot of things. Arapima, piranha, all the peacock cichlids. You cannot import wild caught of those species. You can buy them from a dealer, so long as they can prove that they were hatched and grown out on a farm. But I think that would make good sense. New York or New Jersey would be a much more appropriate place for the kind of business he's running. It's a vastly bigger market. Vastly bigger markets. Probably, other than the West Coast, it's certainly the biggest market east of the Mississippi. Always has been. New York has always been a fabulous fish town.
Hello, Mad Cypress.
Atkins has 3 Jolie ornatus and a 29 with bristle nose. Jolies are still juvenile. They take a long time to mature. You can keep them going for a couple of years before they'll finally spawn. So, Roman, if you're going to buy Jolies and you can get them, try to get adults. It'll still take you 6 months to get them acclimated, but that's better than 2 years. Snake had 7 young adult piranhas. Added 3 juvies.
That's a cool fish. Snakeheads are really interesting fish.
Yeah, they're almost exclusively outlawed in every state in the union, which is absolutely outrageous because there's a huge variety of snakeheads that do not get bigger than 6 inches. And they're outlawed along with all the rest. All snakeheads. There needs to be some sense, beaten into these bureaucrats' heads when they create these laws because they really don't know what they're doing. They do things that are counterintuitive and counterproductive that wind up being destructive not only of fish keepers' hobbies, but of the natural habitat. They do things that are so stupid because they don't have decent science behind them. They've just got their butterfly emotions. Don't get me started.
No, no.
Bowfin.
Come back, Father Fish. Come back.
Bowfin. Yeah, bowfin is that's a fish that's common to much of the southeast. I don't know how far west they go. They also go up into the Carolinas. I think I've caught them. They are for all the world a snakehead, and they do come in some nice patterns occasionally. Pretty cool. Matt Cyphers, hello. Good to see you.
Dupes was asking a question about the providence. How do they prove it? Now I've heard, do they microchip them to fish at or get some kind of tag or something?
You just need a bill of sale.
Okay.
That's all.
Let's see. Funky's got a fish just tearing up everything. He said he wants to punch it in its face.
Dupes, the way to solve this problem is to give them a bill of sale. That way, if fisheries comes around, says where you can get them, they can show the bill of sale, and then they're going to come talk to you. So long as you can prove that you've bred them, you're home free.
Okay.
Unless you're illegally selling them. So
well,
if you're going to, so that means you need to have a wholesale sales permit in Florida anywhere. I don't know where you're located, but you might check that out. What kind of permitting you need? Call fisheries up and talk to them about it.
Man, we've had some good conversations going on.
Sometimes you'll get the right answer. Sometimes.
Yeah. And sometimes you can pick the answer you want. It might not be right, but you can go with it.
Here, Fish is saying, "Get him started. Get him." She egging me on.
He's even got his back scratcher. Look at him. Touche.
She does egg me on.
Yeah, Dubes is in Liverpool. I think you told me that too before. So
Eric Y. Rock. Eric Y. Rock.
Hey, Eric. Oh, I keep hitting I'll knock my head off in a minute. Be like punching myself in the face.
Hey, Eric, we just turned you blue.
Right, Dubes. Absolutely. Right. Eric definitely needs to be blue.
Right. We got him.
Was Fishman in blue? Has he been here before? I think so.
Where?
It's the only other one I'm thinking of.
I think I got everybody.
I think everybody's blue. Johnny.
Johnny,
we found it at the same time. And
what
you see his question?
Mistake with a fish and what species? Darn, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
First mistake with a fish. Huh. Well, oh, okay. I got it. My father and I, when I was 9 years old, maybe 8, we drove from Odenton, Maryland, up to it was further in Glen Burnie. We went up almost to Baltimore to a home, and how he found these people, I'll never know. It's long gone, ancient history. But there was a couple who were keeping fish in their home and had a little home store. They had about 20 tanks set up on a rack, and they were selling fish out of those tanks. So we went there, and we bought a platy. It was a golden platy, and they sent it home in a little Chinese cup. The Chinese, the rice carrying little Chinese box that they sell rice in. That's what they used to ship or send fish home in. So we had this, and it was sitting on the floor in front of my car, in front of the car. I was sitting in the passenger seat, and I guess I kicked it, and it fell over, tipped over, and all the water ran out. Well, Dad pulled into a filling station, and we found this is back when they had watering cans at filling stations with
Mm-hmm.
water for your radiator. So we poured water into it from the radiator can in order to get him home. I have no memory of that fish living or dying, but I rather suspect he did not make it.
Didn't make it.
So that was my first. Chris is saying,
Oh,
"What do you like to feed large Central American cichlids?" What do I like to feed them? Large Central American. I like to feed them fresh fish, shrimp, worms, like fishing worms. Um, I like to feed fish. I for a while I fed chicken, raw chicken, but that's kind of weird. Fish is a little easier and neater, and fish is a natural food for fish. Henry Hall used to say the best food for fish is fish, and he and I would get into, I think, my car and drove up to Hunting Fisheries in Thurmont, Maryland. It was about a 2 hour drive from Baltimore. And we went to Fish Hatchery Road, which is still there, Fish Hatchery Road, to a goldfish farm that is still on this farm. This is from 1978, 79, along in there. And we would come back with bags and buckets of fish, all different sizes. Small goldfish, big goldfish, all sizes of fish. Kevin is here. You your buddy Kevin is here, Mary.
Kevin,
So
hey Kevin.
that's what we did. We brought fish back, and he fed them to his fish. Now Henry Hall had about 40 tanks in his basement. The smallest one was 100 gallons.
Hi,
The
Moo.
biggest one was 500 gallons. One fish in a tank. He had fish 3, 4, and 5 feet long. There's Kevin.
Hey,
Hey,
Kevin.
Foster. How are
There's
you
my
guys?
buddy. How are you?
Good. I just wanted to pop up and show my mud skipper tank.
Oh
Oh,
my
cool.
word!
Kevin,
Kevin,
that's one of my next projects someday.
you're making me jealous.
I know, aren't they the greatest?
I have 3 of them in here. Probably hiding right now. They're usually out and about. Unless
You're growing mangroves in there, are you?
well,
That's
I
cool.
need to get a good light for it, but yes, that's the plan.
That's cool. Yeah.
That is really
Nice.
cool.
I have a few too many mangroves at the moment. So I have some in the backyard, just planted regularly, because I had way too many. But
So where did you get the what are they, mud skippers?
Mud skippers.
Where'd
What do
you
you
get
want?
them? Where did you get the fish?
The mud skippers, I got them from
Mhm.
Zenzo.
From Zenzo. Zazawa Tanks. All right.
Yeah.
Now that's
So
pretty awesome.
Zenzo, I think he had like 40 of them, and he got them for like a exhibition that they were gonna be doing at like the
Aqua Sheller or something?
no, at the science oh, there's one of them.
Oh, okay.
Did you see him?
There he is.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. How cool is that?
They are super cool. Let's see, is it Kenny has them, Zenzo, and I think Ginger Graves maybe Somebody.
Yes.
There's
Ginger Graves.
Yeah.
Anthony has them.
Anthony's. Yep.
But yeah, I think Jesse used to have them. I don't know if he has them anymore.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
HC Aqua. He sure did. Just
But
neat
yeah,
fish.
so I have
very cool.
I have 2 night gobies in here, and I got the little Repto filter. I got some rocks from, I think it was this one. I really like. I don't know what it's called, but I really like this one. I got this from Aquashella Dallas.
Oh, the rock. Okay. Yep.
I really like this rock. It's really cool.
Yeah,
we got this from Aquashella Dallas. And then I think the other ones I got from Jason from Redfish Bluefish.
Okay.
And then I just use sand and some. Actually, you can kind of see it just because I don't have enough sand. Well, I didn't want to put too much sand in here. And with them moving, you can kind of see it. But
yeah.
I just use some poly bags. I used some filter bags.
Oh, and then
with some, and then I just got a bunch of lava rock.
Yeah.
And
built it up
and put it in there to make this slope, which it's actually working out pretty well.
Yes, you did a great job.
And then I think I have 2 bumblebee and 1 night goby in here, but they're gobies, so they hide.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
That's really
cool tank, Kevin.
Most of the time,
Nice
I feel like there's mud skippers come out, but that's about it. Generally, I don't see the night gobies or the bumblebee gobies. But yeah, I like this tank.
That's a lot of fun. Very nice.
That is.
Very cool.
But yeah.
Oh, here, Fishy. Yes, we should have put it full screen. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, let me do that.
That was from Shelby.
I have one from Zenzo, I got one from Zenzo, and then a few weeks later, I got 2 from, or I got like 2 more. There he is. So there's one. I have 2 more, but they're probably hiding. They are so cool. One of them usually is over on top of the rock, and then one usually over here, or right there where he is.
Oh,
but yeah, they are super cool. I really
They really are.
I'm glad I got 3 of them.
What are you feeding them?
I usually bloodworms and some crickets.
Okay.
And then once in a while, I'll just throw in some flakes for them. They're not too picky, but I prefer to give them like bloodworms and
little variety.
Yeah, a little variety.
Yeah, bloodworm's a good choice. They'll eat algae sheets.
Really?
Norky. What's it called? The sheets of dried algae.
Oh, the
nori
seaweed stuff. Or no, I'm thinking of seaweed.
Yes, same difference. Yeah, nori. Yeah. That's what they eat in the wild primarily. They filter algae out of the sand on mud flats when the tide drops. They'll also eat little worms and whatever else they can find. So you're doing real well. Neat. That's great. Very exciting.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
Very much. Thank you, Kevin.
A lot of times I have one over here and then one on the rock or over here, and they're a lot of fun to watch.
Yes.
Oh, they are.
Very nice. Thanks for coming up, Kevin.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing with us. That is awesome.
Love it.
I love you, Kevin.
Sorry,
care,
I just wanted to come up and show.
I'm glad you did.
The mud skipper tank.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Of course.
Really appreciate it. Thank you, Kevin.
Have a good one.
You too. Oh, hey, if anybody doesn't know, Kevin sent me somewhere. There's a betta in there, and it's sent me 2 bettas from Aquashella Dallas. So he's got a really good channel too, and doing a lot of live streams. Y'all check him out. That was neat.
Aquafont wants to know if I will think ill of him if he punches his fish in its face.
Not if it
Yes,
floats.
I will. I will. I will think ill of you if you punch a fish in its face.
Don't do it, Funk. Not unless it throws the first punch.
You should spank him. Spank him.
Spank him.
Spank him.
Oh,
GRV.
yeah, that
talking
was
about
cool.
High protein pellets. Yeah, I have fed probably half a ton of protein pellets between selling it and feeding it. Scott wants to know about invasive species like peacock bass. Peacock bass in Florida are considered a game fish. They're listed as a game fish. Any of the other invasive species are permitted so long as they're not an illegal species. Like, for example, an arapima. Arapimas are illegal in Florida. If you catch one wild, you're not allowed to keep it, for what that's worth. But they don't exist in the wild anyway. More's the pity. It would be a magnificent fish to have living in fresh water.
Yes.
10-foot long monster, my golly. How cool does it get?
Right,
Fresh
GRB.
salt fishing. What do you catch in golf course ponds? Invasive species, to be sure. Central American cichlids. Who is this? Jason is saying, surprised to learn recently that piranha can be kept with shoals of small tetras, as they don't see them as worth the chase. Small ones.
I saw
can.
something recently about some like dither fish kept with piranhas, which kind of, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's possible they do live with other fish in the wild, but
it depends how hungry they get.
Right, that's it.
Now, a piranha will get hungry enough to start eating each other. So it is important to feed them, or you'll wind up with one. You won't even
Hey,
wind
Fish
up
Tropic.
with one because they'll just kill each other off.
I think I said that, but Moo, that was awesome. Said he's an old guy and he's got. I think you may have already seen that one. I'm just going back through. Moo said, "Yo, Fish Daddy, you'd be proud."
Oh, funny.
I'm an old guy. Had aquarium since a kid. Just did my first dirted 135. Just did my yesterday, and waits till it clears up before he starts adding fish.
Really?
That was Moo. Seeing if I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. The chat was jumping. And we have 65 likes, 65 likes and 65 watching.
All right.
That's awesome.
We have mud skippers in tropical Darwin, Australia, where it has huge tides. So much fun to watch the mud skippers playing on the mud flats. Be worth moving there to do it. Nice.
Craig's Catfish Cave. I think I said hey to Craig, but hello again. And thank you again, Kevin. I was going to type it in there. That was really awesome. And Roman.
Mulu just did his first dirted, a 135. Yeah. That's industrious.
I like how he called you Fish Daddy.
Nice.
Yo, Fish Daddy.
Really? Really?
Welcome, Fish Tropic.
I'll take it. Fish Tropic, yes, indeed. All right, I guess we're at 7:15. We kind of run out of gas here. So,
but it was good while it lasted. We had a good time.
You betcha. I think I'll be here in the morning. I'm going to try to be here at 9 o'clock in the morning. So look for me there. Let's see. What do we got for tunes here? Let me see what we can come up with. Doopy-doo. What do y'all want to hear? Oh, Christmas. We need to do Christmas. Let's see.
That's right, Cass. Time to refill our tanks.
Right. What is she talking about?
We're talking about running out of steam. It could have meant two
Yeah,
things. It could have meant fill up your tanks or fill up your tanks for energy. Coffee time.
Let's see.
Old people nap time is what it is for me.
Really. What you really need in your aquarium hobby. This is a here fishy. What is this? All right, let's I forgot what this is. We'll just have to play it and
We'll
see.
find out.
Really?
Here, coffee, coffee, coffee.
Bye, Cass.
So,
Love you.
without further ado, the unboxing of
Oh!
the number one thing you
Oh, I
can get
remember
for
this.
your keeping hobby. The coveted
Right.
Father Fish mug. There's a little spot there where you can go and buy amazing fish and other things that you need. Nothing you don't. Anyway. And I wanted to
Shelby.
thank Aquarium Cop because he gifted Father Fish the money to pick some of the shoal to give some free mugs to, and I really lucked out, and I'm so excited. I haven't gotten to this yet because I've been trying to sell my house and buy another house, and that's just made me freaking insane. Okay, first I want to say I love his handwriting because it looks strangely like my grandfather's.
Imagine that.
So that's awesome. We're going to go ahead and open it up.
Thank you, guys.
It's not exactly music. It's
Those boxes were hard to get the mugs out of. I did an unbox.
What's away? I'm looking around. He taped it good though. Good father.
funny.
You have this pregnant mama back here checking it out because she loves Father Fish, so we let her join us. Mama.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Thomas.
And there's Tom.
There's Tom.
And look, the Father Fish himself.
The mug on a mug.
Complete with halo. See the
Right,
halo?
I see that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Ready. Even more excitement. I love it. Father Fish stickers. Does it get any better?
So you
than
can
that?
have him everywhere.
No.
Right. On your
Okay,
knee,
so
on your tank, and on your door.
No,
Right.
So, if you would love this fabulousness for a gift for yourself, treat yourself. You
Bravo.
can email fatherfish.net,
Cheers.
and the mugs are $25. That includes shipping if you are in the States. If not, you can still get one. You'll just have to pay for shipping. So just go ahead, email our great fish oracle. There you
Shelby. Amazing. Amazing woman. Thank you so
Awesome.
much, Shelby. Ah, I
My
love it.
mug's in the microwave. I just figured out where it was.
let's see. How did I?
Oh, we've got 70 likes. Thank you guys so much. That is wonderful.
Oh, Curtis. Hello, Curtis. Emma. What? There we are. Okay. Oh, you found your mug in the microwave.
Yes, in the microwave.
That's where I usually lose mine.
Right.
Right.
And I'm getting ready to get it out and drink me a cup of coffee.
Yeah, right. All right. Let's see if we can. We were going to do a little tune here.
A little ditty.
Something. Let's see what we got. We need to do Christmas. Where's the Christmas stuff?
I was trying to think of all the streams that come on tonight. I know Danikin comes on at, I think, 9.
9? Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Y'all make sure to hit Kenny and Danny up over on Danikin Aquatics.
Right.
But who comes on after you is what I was trying to figure out.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. We got one.
Oh, no.
To keep my tanks from getting frightful, plants and sand will make it delightful. And since I got nowhere to go, get the hose, let it blow, let it blow. It doesn't show signs of stopping. Water changes, keep it popping. Make sure your lights are way down low. Get the hose, let it blow, let it blow. When we finally bid each other good night, we can join the Discord forum. Making fish, keeping a delight. Make sure to keep your fishies warm.
Oh, good.
Now our troubles are subsiding. No more plants and fish are dying.
Hooray!
As long as we have all the fishes show, let it flow, let it go, love you show.
Bravo! No, that was very.
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that one.
Really?
Love you guys.
All right. Good night, all. Thanks to
Good
be
night,
with
everybody.
you. Fun to be here. God bless.